Всем привет, я Донис, мы продолжаем проходить вампира. И сейчас мы находимся в поместье Эшбери, где живет та самая леди Эшбери. Теперь можно осмотреть это поместье. Круто у нее тут. Столько всяких бюстов. Да, красиво. Уютно так. О, рояль. Доспехи даже.
It's locked, all right.
Hello again, Jonathan.
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least better nights?
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid days in my long lifetime. Experience has taught me that one cannot outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashbury?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
Concerning your investigation,
Yes?
are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes, I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days, but the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent, much like her mother.
Дочь? Кто ее дочь?
Goodbye.
Это интересно. Это она его рисует? Ничего себе, только рыжим сделала. Прикольно. Значит, она действительно неровно дышит. Да блин, дай ты пройти. Ты засранка.
Yes, John.
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Фух. Насчет дочери интересно. Ладно, пойдем дальше.
So, time to visit the ASCALON Club.
Да. Ух ты, какая машина! Крутая. Чувствуется, что в богатый район приходим. Вот это точило. Руль почти посередине. Как это так? Как управлять? Прям Вирон тех времен. Не кашляйте.
It's locked, all right.
Нифига себе, он какой сильный. Надо его огулять. Да блин. Кто там еще кричит? Часть хорошей рукоятки. Кстати, она мне нужна была. Какой здоровяк! Все. Ух ты! И такой кровушки испробуем. Блин. Ой, славно. Финсбери театр. Финсбери. Да блин. Так, куда здесь идти надо? Тут закрыто. Налево и вот отсюда, я думаю. Боже мой, какие там страдания.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Так, надо убить их.
Crush the leech, boys! Look at it! Killing Watch out for them teeth! Let's pin it down!
Блин, нифиг... Как легко я умер-то. Еще столько жизней, казалось бы, было только что. Раз и убили. Просто моментально. Ладно. Расслабился я. Так, надо отомстить засранцам.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! I'll send you to hell. Die, leech!
Хорош. Яд этот быстро убивает.
I'll send you to hell.
Вот так вот. О! Угроза, которую представляют и хоры. Из всех подлых и мерзких скалей, с которыми мне приходилось сражаться, хуже всех были и хоры. Или икоры. Дело не в их воинских качествах, хотя они остаются сильными и опасными противниками, и не в их хитроумии. И хоры достаточно глупы и прямолинейны в достижении своих целей. Всегда и везде распространять болезни. И хор — это воплощение заразных заболеваний. Куда бы он ни пришел, там быстро появляется и распространяется болезнь. Он словно ходит по земле лишь для того, чтобы распространять чуму и эпидемии. Болезни будто сочатся из самой его кожи. И хоры умные, скрытные, злобные, яростные. В бою они продолжают сражаться, даже получив много ран. Занести заразу в резервуар с водой, в зернохранилище или на банкет – вот то, что обожает и хор. Вот то, что приносит удовольствие этому зловонному извращенному существу. Они настолько редки, что мы ничего о них не знаем. Лентяй из братства полагает, что их хоры не вампиры и не скали, а нечто другое. Я знаю одно. Каждый хор должен быть уничтожен любыми средствами сразу после обнаружения. Знай своих врагов. Карл Элдрич, лидер стражи Привена. И хоры, значит, болезнь разносят. Так, тут проход должен быть. Ага, вот эта дверь. Я помню, тут ходил, была заперта. Все, теперь смогу здесь ходить.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
А, он здесь раньше жил. А, блин, не восстановился еще. не того. Ладно. Сложнее стало сражаться, значительно. Враги прокачанные такие. Вест-Энд.
The ASCALON Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Only the first step.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother
Вот
taught
она,
me
дочка.
how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Она тоже вампирка интересная? Просто если она не вампирка, то она довольно молодая, и получается леди Эшбери. То есть она должна была родиться, пока леди Эшбери была не вампиром. Наверное. Хотя ладно, посмотрим. Чё гадать?
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbour all that time? You could have met her in a dark alley at night.
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Мне она уже нравится. Хотя да, она по возрасту примерно выглядит так же, как Эшбери.
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Суфражистка.
Are you a suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Новое расследование. Эмили пропала. А, ее удочерили. Вот оно чё.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Понятно. Теперь все на свои места стало. Это интересный поворот, очень интересный.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire.
Зря такой ответ выбрал,
I
надо было.
believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Надо было сказать, возможно. Интереснее бы результат был. Как бы она отреагировала, интересно было бы.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Да, интересно. И каково ей видеть, как ребенок ее, ну, приемный, но все равно ребенок, полностью вырастает, взрослеет, стареет и умирает.
Goodbye.
Да уж.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Как не зачерстветь в такой ситуации? Прожив столько лет, увидев столько смертей. И опять львы. Клуб АСКАЛОН.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the ASCALON Club, I presume.
The ASCALON Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Rid.
Welcome to the ASCALON Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Это труп у них прямо в прихожей. Красота. Бардак такой. Тут, по ходу дела, недавно битва была. Кровища. Свежее. Вау, тут все в крови. Мадонна мия.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Welcome to the ASCALON Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Монетки сразу украл. Та же самая картина. Ой, это выход, наверное. Зря. Ну, сейчас вернусь. История и цели клуба «АСКАЛОН». Прочтем. Клуб «АСКАЛОН» – ассоциация джентльменов, которые стремятся втайне охранять интересы короны. Я основал этот клуб в 1837 году, чтобы отдать дань уважения своему создателю, Уильяму Маршалу, первому графу Пембрукскому и истинному защитнику Англии. Все члены клуба должны быть из хороших семей и обладать безупречными моральными качествами. Поскольку членами клуба могут стать смертные, которых тщательно изучают и оценивают, прежде чем предложить им бессмертие, то целью клуба является поддержание респектабельных традиций и норм поведения добропорядочного вампирского общества, а также сохранение и усиление гегемонии Англии в мире. Мы – истинная элита британского общества. Мы – Аскалон, копье святого Георгия, которым этот защитник Англии убил дракона. Мы – сами копьеносцы, поэтому клянемся защищать интересы империи. Закон Аскалона, лорд Редгрейв, основатель клуба. Еще много не найдено. Кстати, по нахождению вот таких вот записок можно судить примерно о прохождении игры в процентном соотношении. То есть, получается, половина уже. Хотя посмотрим. Не всегда этот показатель играет. Это выход, наверное.
It's locked, all right.
Вот тоже рояль стоит. Тут нельзя так быстро ходить. Надо степенно ходить. Плавно. Ковер какой расширяющийся. Угу. По форме лестницы. Лестница из зеленого мрамора. Обалдеть. Красивое место вообще. Хороший кинжал. Крепкий, но короткий нож, который не раз скрывал живот противнику. Поглощение крови. То есть как вспомогательное оружие его, да, использовать. 10. Неплохо. Надо попробовать будет. А, он уже улучшен до 3 уровня, понятно. Еще 5 единиц, 15 единиц поглощения. Неплохо, надо попробовать. Кстати, я могу меч улучшить свой. Я это не сделал, причем значительное улучшение. Обалдеть. Почти на 50%, где-то на 40%.
I cannot enter.
Колонны такие же зеленые. Смотри, ты зеркало более-менее нормальное.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
Кто же из них,
My good
интересный лорд
friends, if I may
Крейг?
have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Ненадежно. Это интересно, они мнение обо мне изменили только после того, как я убил Фергала. До этого они меня убить хотели. Лишь увидев силу, как поменялись. Неправильно будет говорить ей, что я восхищаюсь, близкий друг. Она будет полезна. Я не знаю, как это на отношениях с ней скажется. Просто друг. Или знакомая, надо было ответить здесь.
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garda Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Зачем грубить? Это было бы неразумно, неправильно.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Вот то, что как раз было в книжке написано, которую мы нашли в этом имении.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
меня, по сути, выбора нет. Кровью расписаться. Прямо как у дьявола.
Delightful. Welcome to the ASCALON Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Я не понимаю, это тоже вампир, этот немощный дедок? Как так?
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign econs. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Значит, Вулкот был, да, Фергал? Понятно.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Освободили от задания, да уж.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
I have met peaceful and wise Scals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the ASCALON Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Уровень гипноза. Есть новые горожане, которых можно убить. Фамильные портреты. Найдите источники заражения в Вест-Энде. 4 глава. На этом серия заканчивается. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. До встречи.